The president's turn to the judicial system is not slowing the challenges for the Jeffrey Epstein story that have been created for him inside Congress. There's a bipartisan push underway right now.
The president's move to involve the courts hasn't slowed down the growing pressure around the Jeffrey Epstein investigation, especially on Capitol Hill. A bipartisan effort is underway in the House demanding full transparency, the release of all files connected to Jeffrey Epstein. So far, 10 Republicans, including some strong allies of the president, have signed on. Republican Congressman Thomas Massey tweeted, "Keep the pressure on, folks. It's working, but we want the full files." Leading the charge from the Democrats is California's Ro Khanna. When asked if the White House's recent willingness to release parts of the grand jury testimony was a good first step, Khanna said it was progress, but pointed out that much of the grand jury evidence focuses on Epstein and Maxwell, leaving out potentially many other powerful figures. He emphasized that while some records are tied to court orders, the Justice Department holds many interview notes, emails, and other materials that they could release while safeguarding victims' privacy. When pressed about forcing a vote on this issue by September, Khanna confirmed it's possible and noted that the bill has to sit for 7 days before a discharge petition can be filed. He expects strong Democratic support, plus growing Republican backing, especially after the president's comments on the grand jury evidence. Former Speaker Nancy Pelosi called the entire controversy a distraction from urgent legislative matters, including aid to vulnerable communities worldwide. She urged focus on real issues rather than this saga. Khanna pushed back, stating this isn't a distraction, but one of the most crucial fights for government accountability. He highlighted that this is a rare instance where several key MAGA figures have aligned with Democrats, criticizing the president for not fulfilling promises related to transparency on this case. This debate, Khanna explained, boils down to a question of trust. Are we protecting a system that shields the powerful or challenging corruption and demanding justice? When asked why Democrats hadn't introduced such legislation earlier, Khanna said that Trump himself had campaigned on exposing these files, raising public awareness and pressure. Comments from figures like Pam Bondi about an alleged Epstein list further fueled suspicion that powerful people are being protected. Meanwhile, the president has turned to the courts, with the Justice Department requesting permission to release some, but not all, Epstein-related information. In a surprising move, the president also filed a massive libel lawsuit against the Wall Street Journal, its parent company, and Rupert Murdoch, over an article claiming he sent a crude birthday message to Epstein more than 2 decades ago. The lawsuit denies the authenticity of any such letter or drawing and demands billions in damages. The president expressed frustration on social media, warning Rupert Murdoch and associates of lengthy depositions ahead. Legal experts say the president himself will likely be deposed in this case. Interestingly, the lawsuit and ongoing controversy have rallied some right-wing voices who accuse media outlets of fabricating evidence to attack the president. Steve Bannon called the alleged letter a phony and fake, and praised Trump's response as turning the tables on his critics. At the same time, the Justice Department cited public interest as the reason for asking a court to unseal parts of the Epstein grand jury transcripts, with sensitive details redacted to protect victims. The president's antagonism toward the Wall Street Journal isn't new. He has publicly criticized the outlet for years, calling it biased and even China-oriented. Yet, just months ago, he welcomed Rupert Murdoch to the White House, calling him an amazing guy and expressing respect. This whole saga only adds to the long list of questions about Trump's credibility and ethics, showing once again how he uses lawsuits and media battles to distract from the serious allegations and his own failures to be transparent.